public has asked why this drawing is being held so long after the election and why we're resolving a tie vote by drawing numbers out of a hat, that's a tin. And the answer to both questions is because the law says so. Pennsylvania has an election code. It's a set of state laws that governs how elections are conducted throughout the Commonwealth. And the election code says that tie votes must be broken by a random drawing on a specific date, the third Friday following the election. That's why we're here today instead of some other day. And right now across the Commonwealth, other counties are doing the same thing we are to resolve their tie votes as well. That's what conducting elections fairly and uniformly across the Commonwealth looks like. The state election code anticipates that tie votes will happen because they absolutely do. It's common to have multi-way ties for down ballot offices such as auditor and tax collector. And we've also seen them here over the years for school director, township supervisor, and borough council. And if you do widen the lens a bit to look at the rest of the state, there have been ties for higher profile offices in the past as well. When you have elections every year, it's going to happen from time to time. And that's because democracy it's majestic, but it can also be messy. Now, obviously, a tie vote is not an ideal situation. We hold elections so that voters can decide who they want to represent them. Nevertheless, it's here. We didn't get that clarity. We have a tie vote instead, and we have to resolve it somehow. And the law says this is how it must be done. And my second point before we move on to the drawing is just to hope that this tie vote for city council can serve as an object lesson going forward, to remind everyone that every vote counts. We say it so often that it is easy to write off as an abstract platitude, but this is very real. This is about as real as it gets. I live in the city. I've had conversations with a few people who confessed to me, I'm not a priest, but they confessed to me that they didn't vote that day, that now they wish they had. And if only a few more of them had voted, it would have made a difference. We might be having a very different conversation right now. The person who wins this drawing and who serves on city council, they're not going to Washington, D.C. They're not going to Harrisburg. They're staying right here. They're going to make important decisions that will impact the daily lived experience of everyone in the city. So elections matter and every vote matters. So please, everyone watching, everyone here, please do get out and vote, even in local elections, especially in local elections, because every year is an election year. Now let's turn to the drawing. I want to explain how it will work up front before anybody starts picking numbers. I will announce each contest and then the candidate one by one. When I do call your name, you can come up to the front, draw your number. If a candidate's not present to draw a number, then voter services staff will draw a number on their behalf. The numbers in the box, they range from 100 to 200. And the candidate who draws the lowest number wins the office. I cannot stress that enough. The lowest number wins. That's the way we've always done it. We have had many people contact voter services in the last week or so since we mailed out notices about this drawing to actually decline that they're not interested in the office. So for many of the down ballot contests we get to later, I will skip candidates who declined, and I'll make a note of that as we go down. If you do win an office and you want to accept it, we'll have paperwork available in voter services later in the afternoon, about 3 o'clock. Otherwise, we'll be mailing out all the acceptance papers. The deadline to accept is December 12th for most offices, but for the school director, we're going to draw here today. That will be November 26th because they have to reorganize sooner. Once we receive that completed paperwork from a candidate, then we issue you a certificate of election. You take it to the school district or the municipality in order to be sworn into office. And I do apologize in advance to anybody who decides they want to be here for the whole thing. It will take a little while. We're more concerned with accuracy than with speed. So we'll take the time we need to make sure we resolve these tie votes accurately and correctly. So are there any questions before we begin? Yeah.
The reason they have to do the school board early is because they reorganize on December the 5th.
That's right. They reorganized in the first week of December instead of in January. Are there any questions though about the process before we start? Okay, then I think the fairest thing to do would be to put our city council candidates out of their misery. It's a joke, but I mean, obviously it's serious. I don't want to make jokes here because I can only imagine this has been a stressful time for all of you, but you'll have the chance to finally get some resolution. So can I call please, April Line, to come up? And when you do draw your number, please announce it so everybody can hear. And
right.
if we can't hear it, my staff will announce it.
Okay. 127.
Okay. 127.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. And Mr. Biter?
One
114. So Mr. Biter will be the winner. Okay, if there's anybody that doesn't want to stay for the whole thing, I completely understand. If you want to go, we have more work to do. We're going to move on now to school director in
Thanks,
South.
Boris.
You're very
You're
welcome.
amazing.
Thank you, Boris.
Take care. We will move on now to South Williamsport Area School Director in Region 1. They were electing 2. They had a candidate on the ballot, but we are going to draw for the other one. They had a 13-way tie. So we have a number of names to draw. And I will say after that, I will ask to see if we have anyone here for specific contests because we will draw for those. And then we'll just go back to the beginning for people that don't want to stay. Richard Brooks. Is Richard Brooks here? And let's draw for him, please.
Thank you.
One, 6, 7.
167. John F. Clark Jr. Okay, we'll draw for Mr. Clark.
133.
133. Robert Cronin.
Here. 158.
158. Robert Hill. We'll draw for Mr. Hill.
174.
174. Max House Connect Senior.
129.
129. Kimberly Kohler. We'll draw for Ms. Kohler.
103.
103. Intisar Martin. Okay.
172.
172. Nathan Miller.
138.
138. Jessica Smith. You're drawing for Jessica Smith.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Markson.
124.
124. James Vaughn.
147.
147. And finally, Leo Warner.
163.
163. So that would make Kimberly Kohler the winner with 103. So at this point, I'll poll the audience and see if anybody is here for a specific contest, because we're happy to move on and do that one for you.
Lori, Andrew for Hepburn Township.
Hepburn Township Minority Inspector, okay. Now let's go ahead and do that. That's on page 5. Glenn Barrows. Draw for Glenn Barrows. No,
Glenn is 129.
129. Michael Crane. Let's draw for Mr. Crane.
106.
106. Stephen Fry. Okay, come on up.
All 24.
124.
124. Caleb Hillman.
One 179.
179. And finally, Lawrence Weaver III.
114.
114. So that would be Michael Crane. Mr. Shireman?
Yeah, minority inspector for elections, third ward, Jersey Shore.
Okay, so Jersey Shore 3. That is on page 6.
Yeah.
So we'll draw first for Jason Koch. I'm assuming is not, no, he's not.
185.
185. Samantha Koch.
163.
163. Justin Palmetier.
161.
161. Misty Palmetier.
200.
200. And John Shireman.
Let them draw.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, you get to draw. It's fine. 180.
180. Claire, and finally Claire Thompson.
196.
196. So that would make Justin Palmetier. And if they ultimately decline it or refuse it, there'd be an opportunity to get somebody else.
So I just come for the hell of it.
Okay, fair enough. And sir, in the back, are you here for a contest as well?
I have a sheet to decline a Lycoming Township, the inspector.
Oh,
position.
okay,
I was gonna do all this stuff. I got here a little late, so.
got it. Okay. Well, then, if there's, are you here for a contest?
I heard there was a tie. Somebody told me over the phone.
Yeah. What are you here for?
Mifflin Township Auditor.
Mifflin Township Auditor. Okay, let's do that one.
Which,
That is on page 9.
you want me to take this decline letter?
Yeah, that's fine. I have good news for you. You won because the other candidate declined.
Oh.
But you could come up here and draw a number. That way we can say what number you drew,
Exactly.
or we'll draw one for you. But every draw is a winner when the other candidate is declined. Yeah,
Did you want to?
it's a guaranteed winner.
187.
Congratulations, 187. Is there anyone else here for a specific contest that we did not draw for you? Okay, then we're gonna go back to the top. If I can get back to the top. We are on page 2. Bastrop Township Tax Collector. Let's draw a number for Kimberly Corson. They will be the winner though, because all three of the remaining candidates declined the drawing.
She's, 159.
159, another winner. Brady Township, 2-year auditor term. We need to draw for Ashley Van Ord.
190.
190. Brian Williams.
142.
142. And for the tax collector 4-year term, this is also in Brady. We have Deborah Hacker.
172.
172. And Ashley Van Ord.
133.
133. Cascade Township, there was an auditor 6-year term where both candidates declined, so that will be vacant. Auditor 4-year term, Brenda Hall. We need to draw a number for her, but she will be the winner because the other candidate declined.
127.
127. The auditor 2-year term, both candidates declined, so that will be vacant. Cummings Township, auditor 4-year. There's 4 candidates left tied. William McConnell.
111.
111. James Mitchelltree.
197.
197. Arliss Reinhardt.
147.
147. Kimberly Shaneline.
183.
183. William McConnell.
These are different elections, aren't you?
Different place. No, that was in the city.
Okay.
Fairfield Township, auditor 4-year term. We have 7 left in a tie vote there. Matthew Eshelman. These were all tied with 1 vote each.
189.
189. Joshua Keener.
148.
148. George Landgrebe.
136.
136. Christy Michael.
105.
105. Scott Pfaff.
174.
174. Joseph Wood.
103.
103. Mitchell Wood.
149.
149. So Joseph Wood. Fairfield Township Tax Collector. There were 8 tied, 6 left after 2 declined. Matthew Eshelman.
138.
138. Michael Kirschner.
177.
177. George Landgrebe.
158.
158. Nicole Mayers.
167.
167. Christy Michael.
182.
182. Joshua Warfel.
135.
135. So it will be Joshua Warfeld. We already did Hepburn. We already did Jersey Shore 3, so we're doing Jordan Tax Collector. Carl Morand will be the winner. Let's just draw him a number. The other candidate declined the drawing.
116.
116. That's why it always pays to decline early and often, or else you might end up the winner of tax collector. Limestone Township. Auditor 6-year. Eleanor Engel.
$152.
152. Hayden Walker.
110.
110. So Hayden will be the winner for the auditor 6-year. Auditor 4-year, there are 2 left out of 5. Karen Engel.
140.
140, and Hayden Walker.
108.
108. That's the winner there. Auditor 2-year in Limestone, there are 3 tied candidates left out of 6. Karen Engel would be first.
162.
162, Christopher Rell.
141.
141, and Hayden Walker.
130.
130, so that will be the winner there as well of all 3. They can only be certified, receive a certificate of election for one though, so they would have to make a decision. Moving on to Limestone Tax Collector, there are 4 candidates left tied out of 7. Jean Engel.
126.
126. Stephen Smith.
118.
118. Sarah Sox.
188.
188. And Hayden Walker.
153.
153. That will be Stephen Smith. Loyal Sock Township Auditor, 6-year term. It will be Kenneth Hill by default, but let's draw them a number. The other candidate declined the drawing.
139.
139. Okay, Loyal Sock 7th Precinct. This is for Minority Inspector. We have a 3-way tie. First will be Michaeline McNamara.
199.
199. Nancy Vanderlyn.
113.
113. And Jennifer Wall.
131.
131. That will be Nancy Vanderlyn. Lycoming Township Minority Inspector, there are 2 candidates still tied. David Gilbert.
151.
151. And Edward McCoy.
161.
161. David Gilbert will be the winner.
We need to put some-
Let's go ahead and put the numbers back. We're about halfway through. And just give them a mix, and then we'll pick up. Next will be Montoursville, 2nd Ward. Minority Inspector. We've got 3 candidates left out of 8. And it will draw for Jean Brooks.
What, 15?
115. Elaine Brungard.
What do you say?
195.
195. Haley Stetz.
Yeah. That's good fire.
152.
152. That will be Gene Brooks. Portland Township Tax Collector, there are two still tied out of three originally. Victoria Bartlow,
166.
166. And Tanya Smith.
140.
140.
Yep.
Okay, Tanya, the winner. Muncie Borough Tax Collector, there are four candidates tied at still out of five originally. Blake Brooks,
112.
112. Logan Leidecker,
109.
109. Mark Simmons,
178.
178. And Ian Walker,
198.
198. That will be Logan Leidecker. Nippenose Township Tax Collector, there are two candidates tied out of four original. Jeffrey Christenberry,
162.
162. And Joseph Fulmer,
120.
120. Joseph, the winner. Penn Township Auditor, 4-year term. There are two candidates still tied out of five originally. Leanne Neal,
179.
179. And Jeffrey Price,
116.
116. Plunkett's Creek Tax Collector, only one candidate who did not decline, Joe Caslow. Let's draw a number. and then
108.
108, they will be the winner. Same thing with South Williamsport Borough Tax Collector, Leanne Dunkelberger,
113.
113, that will be the winner there. Upper Fairfield Township Auditor, 6 years, same thing, Donald Fulmer, the only candidate left who didn't decline.
169.
169, that's a winner. Auditor, 4-year, Donald Fulmer, last candidate,
103.
another winner. And finally, 2-year, Donald Fulmer, only remaining candidate,
110.
110, another winner. Okay, Upper Fairfield Tax Collector, there are 3 candidates left out of 8 originally. Donald Fulmer,
182.
182. Daniel Oswald,
141.
141. And Karen Wright,
183.
183. So Daniel Oswald. Woodward Township Auditor, 6-year. Have a tie between 2 candidates. First would be John Metzger,
185.
185. And Betty Nicholas,
161.
161. Betty Nicholas, the winner. And for Auditor, 4-year, John Metzger is the only candidate remaining. But we'll draw a number and that'll be a winner.
128.
128. Okay, City of Williamsport, these are poll worker offices we're drawing for now. Second Ward Minority Inspector, 2-way tie, Daniel Melvin,
127.
127. and Catherine Santuiani. Not sure I got that one.
She's 133.
133. Okay, so Daniel Melvin, much easier to pronounce. Third Ward, Minority Inspector, two-way tie, John Hasselman,
159,
159. And Kenneth Spencer,
142.
142. The fourth ward, we had a 9-way tie originally. We're down to 4 candidates left. We're actually drawing, there will be 2 winners here because there was no one on the ballot. So the lowest draw will be majority inspector. The second lowest draw will be minority inspector. So let's draw for Scott Brink.
$121,
121. Lori Kerr,
156.
156. Kirk Vasallo,
170,
170. And Jennifer Zarko,
143.
143. So it will be Scott Brink, majority, and Jennifer Zarko, minority. Same situation in the 5th ward. We've got 7 tied out of 9 originally. Lowest will be majority, second lowest will be minority. Robert Castellano,
124,
124. Bernard Dennis,
136.
136. Merle Hively Senior,
126,
126. Abigail Klein,
177.
177. David Pletz,
190,
190. Stephen Palasco Jr.,
130.
130. And Gage Wood,
132,
132. So it will be Robert Castellano, majority, Merle Hively, minority. 8th Ward, Minority Inspector, 4-way tie, Aaron Burson,
138.
138. Patrick Steinbacher,
194,
194. Senja Strage,
148.
148. And Arthur Tripidush,
102,
102. That will be the winner. Last page. Home stretch. 9th Ward, Minority Inspector, Catherine Johnson,
105.
105. Janet McDermott,
122,
122. Catherine Johnston, the winner. And finally, City of Williamsport 10th Ward Minority Inspector. We have 2 tied candidates left. Carl Page,
160.
160, and Michelle Price,
145.
145. Michelle Price, the winner there. Okay, that concludes the drawing. Thank you very much, everyone.